Hello and welcome to the fourth video in this series in which we are looking at how to graph various types of functions in MyMathLab. The last one that we are looking at today are how to graph an absolute value function. We are taking y equals absolute value of x plus 7. In all the other graphs that we have done so far, you can pick whichever point you graph first and get the correct answer. But in case of absolute value function in MyMathLab, it's a little tricky, you can say, but you have to do it very carefully. You will have to graph the vertex of the function first. The vertex is where the function has its maximum or the minimum. Now we know in the absolute value function is a V-shaped graph. It's either a shape like this, or a shape like this, right? So the first thing you want to do is you want to decide whether it has a minimum or a maximum, and that you can decide if the if the if there is no sign in front of the absolute value function, like in this case, you will have a minimum. But say if this was a negative absolute value of x plus 7, then you'll have a maximum. You don't have to go into that much detail at this level, but for you to just know that the point where the graph changes its direction is what we call is the vertex. So this would be called the vertex. So whenever you're graphing an absolute value function, the first thing you will find is find the vertex of the graph. In this case, you'll see that is usually where y is 0, or you can say you're looking for the x-intercept, which in this case is negative 7, 0. For the other point, you can take any value. I picked 0, 7, but you could take any value, any number for x and evaluate y for it. Now let's graph this. So you'll pick the absolute value tool from the bottom that you have, the options here, the V-shaped graph. You will start with the vertex. In this case, it's negative 7, 0. And then you can pick any point that you have in the table. In our table, we have 0, 7. Alright, let's check the answer.